Happy 35th birthday anniversary for the Americans with Disabilities Act. I'm Senator Tom Harkin, retired, and I was the lead sponsor in the Senate of the bill that became the law, the Americans with Disabilities Act. It was one of my proudest accomplishments during my 40 years serving in both the House and the U.S. Senate. And after 35 years, we've seen a lot of changes, good things that have happened here in America and globally because of the Americans with Disabilities Act. People with disabilities are now having jobs and better employment, housing, transportation, education. A lot of the old barriers came tumbling down. And because of the Americans with Disabilities Act, it inspired the United Nations to promulgate the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, modeled after the ADA, which now covers nations globally. So we've come a long way in making sure that people with disabilities have full access to all aspects of American society, economic, social, educational, no matter what. And we're better off for it. Our country's better off, our families are better off for it. And now we are tapping into all of the talents and resources that so many people with disabilities have, but which couldn't be expressed prior to the passage of the ADA. So yes, we've come a long way. But I must add, we're still not all the way there. We still face discriminatory practices on people with disabilities. We still have houses, for example, being built all over America that are inaccessible. I just had a friend of mine the other day that said he wanted to have some friends come over, and one of them uses a wheelchair and they can't get in the house. Well, look, we need to be building new housing that's accessible. We put it in the buildings have to be accessible, but not housing. So we need to make that next step. We need to make sure that the internet and new websites, artificial intelligence, all of the new things that are coming out in terms of the internet and how we're going to be using it needs to be accessible to people with disabilities. So that needs to be done. That's kind of the new frontier out there. So I guess I would say after 35 years, I feel very good about what we did. And I say, when I say we, I mean we, all of us. The disability community, Americans at large, Democrats and Republicans that work together to make this happen. It was a wonderful bipartisan moment in American history. And I'm just so grateful that I was able to be a part of it and to lead the effort in the United States Senate to get the bill done. I would be remiss if I didn't also thank the then President of the United States, President George H.W. Bush, a Republican, who backed the bill from the very beginning. And as a Democrat, it was nice having him on our side and pushing for it. And I remember his words when he signed it into law on that day in July 26th of 1990. He said, "Let the shameful walls of discrimination come tumbling down." Well, it was a wonderful day. It was a great gathering on the White House lawn, and it's been a great part of our American history since then. And now to move ahead, let's keep making the walls of discrimination come tumbling down for everyone in our society. Thank you, and again, happy 35th anniversary for the Americans with Disabilities Act.